This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
56, right there, 56.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
19.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Had some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Kill. Good job right there.
Here's Carson. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Manning. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Heavy. Give me some.
One flip.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go one more.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Go.
Go. Sit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
6 man.
Here's Manning to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Manning going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down. It's Carson, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Barkley. He'll have another first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Carson.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They run for it with Carson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run it with Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Carson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He was brought down by Antoine.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
To go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On the ready.
5-4. Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you.
On first down, Barkley. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Bravo.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Manning. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, New York.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Slam.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. You look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take...